Hi guys, welcome back to another video of CP Bowling. And for today's video, I'm so excited because we get to use this bad boy here. So we're going to be using the Storm Phaze 2, which is our newest ball in our bag. So this is a symmetrical solid bowling ball. So what that means is has a symmetrical core, what's inside the ball, and the cover stock of the bowling ball is the TX16 or traction X16 or traction 16. But yeah, so this combination here is what made this ball, I would say, as the GOAT or one of the best bowling balls to come out of the Storm SPI brand. A lot of pros like Darian Tanks of the world, Simonson, Belmo, they have this in their bag. And that really got me thinking that there has to be a reason why. And when I asked you guys, when I did the poll or a question on all our socials, everyone said get this ball. So finally we have this ball in our bag, and today today we will be using it for the very first time in League. So the pattern we're using on League is 40 feet, and then there's 4 people that play on the lanes. So expect that by the second or third game, the oiling is going to be a bit less compared to when you start. So first, this is the ball again, and let's go to Santa Lucia and let's start with some practice shots. Let's go. Alright, so we're done with practice, and usually guys, for practice it's about 10 to 15 minutes of shadow bowling. So basically you get that time to find your line, and so far from what I'm seeing is it has a very smooth controllable line, but as you can see I was really inconsistent, and I guess it's just me getting confidence on the ball. It's not there yet when I was practicing. So let's start with the first 2 games. Please expect to see me struggle on the first 2 games because I haven't really figured out the release for this. Does it want more forward roll? Does it want some axis rotation? So for the first 2 games, first few shots, I really struggled, to be honest. So check out my first 2 games with the Storm Phaze 2. So that's the first two games. As you can see, I struggled. But for the third game, I kind of found my line a little bit more towards the latter part of the second game. So the third game, I'd say I played a little bit better, and on the fourth game as well. So check out my third and fourth game with the Storm Phase 2. There you have it. What an exciting way to end League with that split conversion. I think that's a 4-10 split conversion. Yeah, 4-10. Is it? Yeah, 4-10. 4-10 split conversion. So I think it's my first time to get that. The hardest I've gotten was a 6-10-7. So that was the hardest before. This comes close to it. It's like the reverse. But yeah, it was a really lucky shot that I had there. But you know, when you miss like that and there's a chance for you to still spare, still go for it, guys. There's no harm in trying. Just like what Michael Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So sayang if you don't, try to get those pairs. Anyway, so for this ball, I think this is gonna be one of my favorite balls that I'll own. The thing is, what I can see is the motion I was looking for that I used to have with my really old Brunswick Zone bowling ball. So that used to be my ball when I was competing in college, and it has a really similar look. But for this ball, what I like from what I saw on the lanes was it's really smooth when it comes to its motion, and it cuts through the front and middle part of the lane really well, which means it'll be really controllable and it's very predictable. I think in bowling, that's one thing that is sometimes really hard to do. How balls can be predictable and or unpredictable, especially for ASIMs. And with this symmetric core and uh, solid cover stock combination at the X16, I think it's really good. So because it's not too dull, but it's not too shiny too. So I think it's just perfect for what I'm looking for. I would say too that the Phaze 2 is going to be a good ball for beginner and advanced bowlers. For beginners, because it doesn't take much for it to hook. Even just doing a lot of forward roll, it will still hook a little bit. But if you add a little bit of side rotation, then once you learn how to do that, then it hooks. Maybe not a ton for beginners or like me, where I don't have a ton of revs on my release, but it just hooks enough for it to enter the pocket with the right angle. I think also for advanced bowlers, because it shapes really well, it's very predictable. So once you know what is your break point, then it'll be easy for you to predict what the ball will do on the lanes. I think also for the Phaze 2, this will work well with long and short oil patterns. I'm on a medium oil pattern with 40 feet, but I think for 45, once my lane goes back to 45 or 44, I think it'll go well too. For short oil patterns, I think I'll need to move left a little bit and shape the ball going into the pocket, because now I can just throw it straight and then it'll hook once it sees friction. And then for leagues or earlier, first two games wasn't really the best, but for the third and the last game, I helped the team out a little bit with scoring, and props to my team. They did a hell of a job with them scoring too, and now we're placed second overall in the Tuesday league game. So it was really awesome earlier, and especially with this league, guys, they're really competitive. It pushes you to really improve without a pressure when your teammates are really that good too. So with this bowling ball, I'm excited to keep playing on league. We have 3 weeks left until the end of league, so I have 3 weeks to continue to use this and improve on our scores. But also I will be joining another league every Saturdays, so I'm excited to use this ball on Saturday leagues as well. So that's all I have for today. And before I end it, I want to thank those like my followers or subscribers that have reached out and have asked questions, and have you guys are added motivation for me to keep doing what I'm doing. Just really sharing my experience with you guys, so that hopefully it helps you guys out, and apparently it is. So I have a subscriber that's all the way from Davao that reached out and was asking about layouts. Honestly, I'm not too familiar with layouts, but what I did was I suggested that he reach out with their pro shops, local pro shops, even the pro shops here in Manila, to help them out with the layout, because it really depends on your release too, the right layout for you. And then he's been watching and he's a follower, and he appreciates that we're sharing our knowledge. So that's added fuel for us to keep doing what we're doing. Sometimes it's not easy with work schedule and then scheduling of the games, but because if I'm able to help out just one person or a couple of persons, just by doing what I'm doing, then that tells me that we're doing something right. And at the end of the day, I think that's really important for us to be able to influence the people the right way, especially with how people are using social media now. I'm glad that I'm able to be a positive influence, especially in the sport of bowling. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Expect more bowling content to come with 2 leagues now every week, and then of course I'll try to squeeze in some practice sessions. And with that, that's all I have. I'll see you guys on the lanes. Bye.